And we return in Arcanium, continuing where we left off, collecting the rewards from defeating Sorgoth. We get an artifact. Can we get something that gives us power? Yes, but only if we dash or teleport, which we never do. Defender's Helm says gain 1 resilient whenever an ally casts on you, and we already have something similar but not identical artifacts. We have Tribal Bulwark. Whenever an ally casts on you, we want that on. They all get stuff cast on them all the time. Mostly Terra casts on herself all the time, and that could be really powerful. Combined with Angon also doing it, and so we would have to take an item from her, which is not nonsense. Aurora doesn't cast on herself that often. Angon casts on everyone equally, I would say, so I think we would give it to Terra. And yeah, I'm taking that for sure. Let me make that change. Look at yourself and make that change. And then give Aurora the Runic Safeguard. We'll give it to Angon, I think, in fact. Then we get healing for the whole party. Not healing us to full, but getting closer at least. And we get some upgrades. The Backlash I've been interested in. What does it do? 3 Backlash? It's not a lot. Camouflage makes it a good card, because then it draws 1. Yes, I think so. It also allows her to cast on herself, which has a lot of combos. Spiritual Bond upgraded does what? Oh, it makes it free. Not interested. Fireflies upgraded? Apply 2 extra CP. Aha! This may be the way to get CP that we needed. A Toxic Arrow goes to 7 poison. I do Flame Pillar all the time. We should definitely upgrade that. And then what? I'm still using the Bramble Skin, and I keep asking myself why. But I suppose it isn't actually that bad. It just, if they aren't attacking, or if they're only attacking with 1 hit, not a multi-strike, then it's bad. It does carry over between turns, so if you have 3 Backlash, it goes 3, 2, 1, which is better than 2, 1. So the upgraded one is significantly better. Let me look at Angon's package, if you know what I mean. The Fireflies here need to go out for the upgraded Fireflies that we just made, not that one. Oh, he was using both of them right now, okay. In general, I think we definitely need some better cards for Angon. Bramble Skin. Continue to trader. Oh, and there's a trader in this area, right. Where we can buy artifacts. So let's start from the bottom up. Apprentice Robes. Decrease the burn, bleed, hex, and poison you receive by 1. It's not a bad item, but I'm sure we can find something better. Battle Mace. Apply an extra CP per hit when you were below 8 health. No. Ornate Hammer we know from the previous playthrough. Gains 1 shield whenever you hit an enemy. And Meteor Stone Plate. Reduce the first instance of damage you receive each turn by 5. That is pretty cool. Definitely one of the best items out there then. It's also really expensive. I believe it's better to buy 1 big, powerful artifact than multiple lesser ones, because we are almost full on artifact slots. In fact, we have only room for 1. So if I buy 2 small ones, we would need to remove 1. And so we are taking the Stone Plate. I do want to spend some of all my money on something. And this is an impactful item for sure. And I think we'll do like this Runic Safeguard. I did like that on Angorn, but he's going to get the upgraded version basically, and then Aurora gets the lesser version. Like so. Not buying anything else right now. And then Aranax is coming up. Oh, are we going directly into the boss fight? Party restores 12 health, or we can upgrade a card. Let's restore some health. Okay, we can go directly into the fight. So now I'm wondering with the... I read something about the corruption meter last episode, but this relates specifically to super elites and does not apply to the final boss fight, the corruption meter thing, the horde and upgrades on the right there. So now we're not in a hurry. We should take the loot cache over here, obviously. Upgrade ability cards. We gain an ability here. So, can we get an elite fight somewhere? Here's an elite. We will go Battle, Oracle, Elite. And then Loot Cache as well. We could go Loot Cache first, why wouldn't we? You found a Dragon Loot Cache, okay. Cyclone, Kinetic Blast, and a Ghastly Arrow. It's an arrow. Deal 18 damage. For 2, create a random arrow in your hand. Oh, really? Equip? Can't equip, but we will. Of course. It's also an orange arrow, if you will. That's really nice. Here, so we need to remove something in order to make room for that. That'll be the sniper shot, of course. And it does red damage, which is great for us. Alright, and we can make it free with my many sniper, so quick draws and stuff like that, and it's not even upgraded yet. Create an arrow plus in your hand. Fair enough. So we will... Oh, and that's spawned new corruption battles. Interesting. Just like that. I'm trying to understand why. Why did that happen? We went from 0 to 1 corruption, but this may be because the boss fight has been spawned, and so now every time I move the corruption meter, new corruption battles spawn. Maybe something like that. Either we go to town here, or we go to the Oracle. We'll go to the town, because we can spend money and we have plenty of it. Venomous Dart for 0 actions, apply 1 poison. No. And another aerial shot. Another power whiff could be good. It's hard to get those lethals. But against Aranax, she spawns those eggs and she spawns a lot of little minions. So maybe Power Rift is actually kind of good against Aranax specifically. Forge here, we might be able to buy something that overwrites. See here, gain 1 power and 1 vulnerable per card in your hand at the start of each turn. And we can remove the vulnerable. No, the vulnerable is a major debuff. We can't remove those, but still, that's too cool to not do it. Reyes, Hourglass's Root and Stun have no effect. Extra gold or melee abilities deal extra damage. No. So, artifacts. Venomancer's Wand is really nice. Paragon of Fortitude. Vile Branch. Try. What does the Vile Branch do? Apply 1 Dispel whenever an enemy hits you. Oh, that I don't think is terribly good, actually. It may be better than I'm giving it credit for, but it's like, it's hard to keep track of stuff like that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remove Vile Branch. And then we need to move a card, and I think we'll try moving the Runic Safeguard over. Now I don't know how this is gonna combo. These two do the same thing, or they activate at the same time. So now the question is, if someone does 8 damage, will it reduce all 8 damage? And my question is, if someone does 4 damage, and then another unit does 4 damage to me, what's gonna happen? And so on and so forth. But it's gonna be hard to see it in action, but we'll try. And then Dawnbreaker is added in here for sure. Now she has power, 3 power every turn. So Aurora, we need to get you more greater fireballs. I should have taken another one of those greater fireballs before I knew it, but now we have it. It's very tempting to add another card to her deck to get the ultimate up, but honestly, what I'm gonna do instead is remove some cards. Like the Power Rift, which was only for that specific purpose. Now she doesn't need it, and we're gonna remove a Scourge. Maybe even an Ignite. And it's nice that they're free, because she's going to be spending a lot of actions on the high cost cards. But could we remove... We have 3 greater fireballs, and I want to be drawing them as much as possible, which is why we're doing this. Maybe even remove the Scourge. I know the Ignite is going to be less useful, but we can't remove it, and it allows me to use my actions. Or use my cards. My actions will be used, no worries. But this is just some trickling damage for no actions. And also helps me cycle the deck by spending the cards. Okay. Alchemist, not so interesting. No. I did want to upgrade some cards. Like the Ghastly Arrow. Okay. That may be it for now. We are running the toxic arrows, so I should get them upgraded. And I don't see many other things here that we actually run. Do we still run the 2 thorny shields, or do we only run 1? 1 thorny shield, and it's the upgraded one. Yep. We're running through both fireflies. Fine Lash, Rejuvenate. I might want to upgrade the Rejuvenate if we are using it. I'm not going to be spending gold on many other things here. Oh, and it can only do it 3 times. Okay. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Back here. We're trying to make it to the boss battle as fast as we can now, because I'm worried about too many corruption battles spawning now. So an event, Forbidden Fruit. You come across a massive tree that's somehow growing multiple types of fruit in harmony with one another. They all look ripe and juicy. We can pick one, restore health. Party restores health, but 50% chance to spawn a curse. Or because we have a nature hero, safely eat the fruit. Party restores 9 health. Okay. Doesn't matter because we hadn't taken that much damage, but sure. Now, no new corruption battles spawn as a result of that movement. And instead of going through the camp here, where we restore health, we can go through the battle here and come in that way. There's a loot cache down here. There's an event up here. Come this way. Oh. Armored Spider-Gon gaining 3 shield every turn. More Treants. Okay, and yep, this is the setup that we want. Start battle. And we gain 3 power and 3 vulnerable every turn in here. And of course, that makes her vulnerable all the time. So we have to worry about incoming damage. And of course, this is a piercing damage attack, so we can't really do anything about it. Vulnerable is a major debuff, and we can only remove minor debuffs. We already knew, just double checking. The Spider-God was ambushed, so that's perfect. Good. Almost dead already. Now, Greater Fireball then does 18. No, it does 30. Yeah. Okay. It shows 18 on here, but 30 when we hover over the minion, which is good. Or villain. It's a villain, not a minion. Yeah, Resilience will reduce the damage she takes, so in fact, Cleansing Touch should reduce her incoming damage a little bit, and then Rejuvenate the same. So why not do it like that? And turn. Good. Here's the Ghastly Arrow. We got Camouflage, Heartseeker. I will Camouflage just because it gives her defense. And she has 2 resistance. From what? She has no resistances. It says Battering. Damage 8 -2. Resist and -2 shield. Oh, she's gaining resilience from casting on herself. Right. Perfect. So Ghastly Arrow, Heartseeker Arrow. Can we kill the little Doombark? Yes. Let's start with that. There's no burning anywhere, so might as well just be the Ignite hitting here to apply the 1 poison, and then a Heartseeker Arrow here. Oh, I kind of wanted to finish off the Spider-Gaunt this turn as well. Now we can't. I didn't think that through action-wise. Chrysalis, Fireflies, Kinetic Blast, all the stuff. Greater Fireball does a ton of damage. We definitely want to use it as soon as possible to get it back in the card rotation. He's taking no damage at all. Why? Oh, because of his damage reduction. Here. Meteor Strike and Runic Safeguard completely negates this attack here together. So they do stack against 1 instance of damage. That's a good first test. We can kill you. So we don't get the spawn of a minion. I think I like that. And we should use your action here. Is this a piercing attack? No, but he's defense, so this doesn't make sense. This calculation seems to be inaccurate. It goes up to 10, goes up by 6. Because the 4 that he's taking right now is already with the defense calculated in, right? I keep forgetting the poison is actually reduced by defense. And then a Chrysalis over here. We do have the ultimate ready. Why not use it then? Now I know I just used another attack on him, so it's kind of wasteful now. But it's fine. I'm also forgetting to use the Astral Familiar, and we need to remove this pacifying potion. So I need to make some final preparations for Aranax herself. Good thing that we are discovering these things now. Ghastly Arrow, we want to kill you now. If we can probably even do it this turn. Or maybe not. Is this a piercing attack? No. We can defend against it. Then we're taking no damage, so it doesn't matter if we can't finish it this turn. Which we can't, but we will just pass the turn. Oh, we had the potion, so we could have finished it. Okay. It does summon, right. I'm missing a lot of little things here and there that doesn't really matter because we haven't reached the harder stages of this game yet. Once I get to difficulty 5 or whatever, these small mistakes that I'm making will probably be punished a little bit harder, just to put it like that. We have a Meteor Strike, which with the power, it's gonna do 16 times plus half, which is 8, so 24 as a base, but also deal an extra 4 damage per combo point. So it's quickly gonna overwrite or outperform the fireballs, I think. And for that reason, we will do it. We are also using fireflies on Angorn to help out. And I think we can remove Kinetic Blast now. Oh, that helps with the CP though. But most times we won't be able to do that in the same turn as a Meteor Strike anyway. Ignites are great because they add a little bit of CP on their own. Kinetic Blast is going out. And we want to upgrade this Firefly now when we can, if we can. Items, let's go and get rid of the Pacifying Potion and add in the Enchanted Familiar. I much prefer that one. Continue. Good. And apparently that did not spawn new battles, so that's good. We can do more stuff before the boss fight then, still. And I do want to prepare as much as we can. There's the event here, and there's a loot cache here. Oracle will upgrade ability cards, which is great. Let's do that. Upgrade an ability of your choosing, or upgrade 2 random abilities. No. Transmuting an ability might be better. No, I know what I want. I want the upgraded fireflies. Here. Good. Here's a shrine. Permanent upgrades for heroes. Do it. I wish we could get a red booster, but no such thing. The Aranax boss probably does green damage, right? So we should get more green resistances if we can. Can we get the boon of nature power again on the same character is the question that comes to mind here. Because if I select it and it turns out that I can't. I can. Apply? Oh yeah. So now she does plus 80% with her nature abilities. Perfect. Here's an elite battle. An event here. Now we're gonna come down this way. We don't need healing. Those. Do the loot cache first. Spontaneous growth. Apply 12 shield. Apply 6 backlash and 6 regeneration. It's an orange one, but for 3 action points, of course. Okay. That's still really, really powerful. Combustion. Gain a shield equal to your current fury. Oh. That's a cool ability. Equip and equip. And then Venom. Consumed up to 5 poison on the target. Deal 4 damage per poison removed. Those. Are we not supposed to get an artifact too? Oh, and new corruption spots spawned. Alright. I think we may want to equip while we're ahead. Everything is upgraded in here. That's nice to see. Combustion is great. Should we remove an ability room for this? I don't think we have to. And the combustion is great. That's a lot of shielding you can gain. And she's vulnerable all the time, which means she kind of needed some sort of shielding. So this was perfect. For Angorn, I really want that new ability, spontaneous growth, and to get it we will remove Cyclone or Wine Lash or Bramble Skin. Or Thorny Shield. I mean, we definitely want this one. It's just a question about of what are we removing to get it. The Soul is so... it's so good. I'm not going to remove that. Cleansing Touch is really nice. Per card. Oh, it's per card in the target's hand? I never noticed. That... I completely misread this Bramble Skin then. Okay. Ooh, this is a tough choice. Rejuvenate. Maybe we take it to Rejuvenate out. It's nice though. I think we're removing the Wine Lash so that I can... I think I said before that all of his stuff is upgraded. Ah, and of course this one isn't. Ah, that would make it cheaper. That would be a really nice upgrade. But... we could go here and upgrade it. One more. Hopefully it doesn't ruin anything. Go in here. Upgrade the spontaneous growth. The combustion leveled up would make it 0 cost. And Aurora really burns through a lot of actions. No pun intended. I will do that instead. I think she's more important. And that is a perfect setup, I think, for the next episode where we will be fighting Aranax at the higher difficulty. So yeah, that's going to be tomorrow. See you then, folks, and bye-bye.